Alright, and welcome to another episode of Create Ultimate. Last episode we did quite a bit in Cataclysm. Well, we actually completed Cataclysm. In today's episode, I want to try and get a Universal remote, which is going to basically allow us to do everything within the AE2 wireless aspect. But for that, we're going to need to make 2 dense energy cells, basically double everything. And then combine all the remotes, and then we gotta go charge it. So first thing is we're going to need, let's start with this one. So we're going to need a flux ball. For that we need flux crystal, which is just charge quartz, redstone, and nether quartz. Let's see, so I need about 8 for this one. Alright. We could just go ahead and charge these real quick. This is going to take a little bit, so I'll be back in a moment. Alright, so now I believe if I do this, boom, 4.8 million. So now my whole system's going to go down, but that's fine. Right now we don't need the system. Is this area should be chunk loaded, I believe, right? Yes, it is. Alright, so while that is recharging, what we're going to go do is jump into the nether for a little bit, because there's a couple of structures that I want, partly for the blocks of netherite, but also some other useful things. Now these stack upgrades, or this omega tier, if we have 3 of these, which is the max you can put in one backpack, it will make it to where there's 2 million, I want to say it was like 2.5 million items in one item slot, which is a lot. And we're going to need several of these. I want to say about 9, which if I do the math here, it's about 8 blocks. So 8 times 9 times that by 3, so 216 blocks of netherite for one backpack, and I believe I'm gonna need 3 backpacks, so about 648 blocks of netherite that I'm going to need for this part of my storage system. That's a lot, but it is doable. I also want to take a look at making more of these. We should actually probably go ahead and go do that before I enter the nether. Alright, I got some more stuff to craft, and then I guess I'll show up again when I'm at the force building that I want to raid. Right about here somewhere. Now, one of the mods I have installed would be TNT Breaks Bedrock. Exhibit A. Oh, here it is. Alright. So this is known as, hold on. The Dark Castle from Create Structures Arise. Now, I'm not really here for the loot, more or less these spawners, which Apotheosis allows us to go ahead and, hold on, what was that? That wasn't coal. Oh, let's go. Okay. So we got Wither skeleton spawn egg thanks to our capturing ability, which is awesome. That's fine, though that's what the spawner is, Wither skeleton. And so we're just going to go ahead and loot this building, taking out all the skeletons and grabbing all the skeleton heads we can, along with every kind of interesting, well, not really interesting, but like nice crate stuff. We'll also grab this. I guess we'll grab that as well. There is a basement. We will take a moment before going down there to make sure we have everything looted. And I'm just realizing I probably should have taken a second backpack, because there is going to be a lot. So we will take that. We will take all this gold. I guess the source gems for later. The armor I'm not really interested in. Ancient debris, gold, just anything that we can really use. So those, more of those, more iron, gold, lapis. All of this is going to be awesome. Minus those. Oh, this one is just full of iron. And then I am full again, so we're just going to drop all this off. If my game would love to not do that, that would be awesome. I still don't know why it keeps closing me out of the menu. Well, so with Apotheosis being in here and we're able to grab like all of these different spawners, it is going to be so helpful for one of the things that I'm going to be building next, which would be a large scale mod farm, because I would like a lot of mob drops. Now, why is there 6 globes in the chest? Good question. Could not tell you. So, dang, just a lot of random, I wouldn't say junk, but you know, just a little bit of resources. Another wither skeleton head would be great for killing the wither, which is part of the reason why we're grabbing all these skeleton spawners. Let's see, breach. I'm gonna need, yeah, I really should have brought another backpack. This is kind of ridiculous, the amount of stuff I'm getting. I'll take those level 9 and 10 spells. I guess I'll take those. There's more goodies in here for us. So we'll just go ahead and take all of this stuff. Ooh, ancient debris. And I'm already full. Look at that. Now I am a little worried that I don't need that, that my storage system back at home is going to be full. I really hope it's not. What is this? This doesn't look too bad. But we don't need it. We have better stuff. And then I am going to just take all of those. Another wither skeleton head. Amazing. A lot of this stuff is going to be useful for what I have planned. But I'm not going to really say too much about that just yet. Ooh. So I am going to just keep grabbing all the stuff we have. What are those sounds? Wither skeleton. Oh no, that was just a normal skeleton horse. Interesting. I guess they have like a horse stable around here. I am going to take these crushing wheels because they are expensive to craft. Anything crate related that I don't have to craft would be awesome. Alright, that one we just looted. This, boom, all of it's ours, along with all of this. Invisible item frame, that's cool. Think for the most part we're almost ready to go inside the building. I am full again, so definitely would recommend bringing multiple backpacks because you just fill up on stuff really fast. And then I don't think I looted anything in here. More globes. Really don't see the need for all of them, but that's fine. Oh, I missed the gearbox. Just quick double check. Kill you. There, yep, there's another spawner up here. What's in here? More gold and netherite. Love to see it. At this point, I'm just going to be stop taking those. Anything? Yep. These kind of just fill up my inventory a lot faster, so I'm going to avoid those for now. Any more netherite though? This has been very good. Phantom boots, mine got destroyed. One of the times I was trying to take them out of my system, for some reason it just destroyed them. So I haven't had the luxury of using them in a while. And oh yeah, my shield broke last episode. Still have no clue what had happened to it. I had looked at the footage and I'm honestly still confused by it because it just vanished in the middle of the footage. It just, I wouldn't say blew up, it just stopped existing, which was weird. So then let me, there's a lot of drills and bits here, which is beautiful. I don't care about grabbing the cogs, but everything else is very valuable. Well, look at that, wither skeleton over there. Oh. Ah, that sucks. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, look at that backpack. An iron one at that. It's not amazing, but it'll be better. Fire gauntlet, I'll take, because I don't think we have that yet. Kill that skeleton. More gold. Gold, iron, and all that stuff. And then it all goes back into the backpack. Except that backpack. I don't think we've gone inside here yet. Oh. Oh, okay, good. There is an inside. There's a little void there for a second. Actually, I'm also going to destroy that because now we get all that brass. So much loot in these things, and they're so nice. I don't want to say they're common. I actually don't know how common they are. But the fact that we can just loot all of this good stuff and then bring it back to base, it's awesome. Look at that, there's brass there. Let me throw all this stuff in here. I guess to a degree I could kind of, oh no, never mind. It threw it back. I thought I was going to be able to store the backpack in my backpack, but that's not allowed. So much, ooh, notch apple, we love to see that. Nothing I really need from in here, I don't think, no. Netherite helmet. Is there a way I can break it down? Okay. I may want to do that. Okay, I'm gonna take this. Take that netherite block, take more wither skeleton heads. Guess I'll take that large cog. That mechanical thingy. What was it? Mechanical arm. We love seeing that. So far in our little exploration, 7 ancient debris, 6 netherite ingots, a block. Alright. And there's more goodies down here. The only issue is that these guys have totems. So that's going to be quite annoying to deal with. I also need to try and find the spawner to minimize their spawning. Okay. So now that they're no longer going to be spawning, we could boom. These guys will pack a punch. I don't think they drop. Oh, they do. Wait a minute. This might be even better than I thought. I think my lightning destroyed all that stuff. Candles there. I guess it autos them to widow skeletons. Okay. So you won't be able to get the knights in armor, but you will be getting widow skeleton spawners. Again, more of these wither heads for what we're going to need soon. Is that a fire goblin? It is. Nothing too interesting that I can really do at the moment. I'm going to take all these blaze spawners and all this loot. Look at that, more goodies. I don't need those. Give me this wither skeleton head. Ooh, in here is very nice. What the? Block of brass. More just tons of random good stuff. Like, look at this. Give me those funnels, these drills. I honestly have so many drills now. More netherite directly. Yo. All the drills. Blocks of experience are very handy. I don't need that. Another arm. Oh, fans, that's always good to have. What's in here? Netherite ingot. That can go in there. Give me the gold and the trig me stuff. Alright. Now into this main little room. Oh, there's more of those wither dudes. Looks like he dropped quite a bit of netherite stuff on me. Don't know if there's another. I don't think there's another spawner. At least I don't think so. Could be wrong though. I'm not seeing one. So for now, I'm gonna just assume there isn't. Netherite sword. All that stuff can be broken down and turned into netherites. That's going to help us a lot. Oh, those were just straight up blocks of brass. What the? I'm going to start taking the drills. Never not take iron and gold, or lapis, and emeralds. All that good stuff. Is there a secret room back here? There is. Yo. Alright, no secret netherite. Just tons of other things though. Alright. Seen this a little bit ago. So many witherheads. Any netherite tool we will take, especially if we don't have it already. I don't think... I'm gonna just take those. Ooh. A cool looking bow. I will take. Blocks of brass. Love it. Another head. They're not bothering me. I won't kill them. And yeah, so that's essentially what the Dark Castle has. And I'm gonna have to go and raid several more of these, because we still need quite a bit of loot. But yeah, I mean, oh, I'm going to need a lot more spawners. So doing these lower raids are going to be so helpful. And I'm gonna just be hunting for more of these. Either that or the pyramids that we have raided before. Which, if you don't remember, I'm gonna have to go and find one. And I'll cut back to when I found one. Alright, and this is the temple thingy, obelisk, that I mentioned a moment ago. So I'm gonna just be raiding this and those castles. I think that's what they were. Yeah, the Dark Castle, whatever it was called exactly. So these two are what I'm going to be raiding. If you want the name, it's Obsidian Temple. But yeah, these things are nice as well. They have so much create resources, as you can tell. These are blocks of andesite alloys. There's more right here. Blocks of andesite alloys and brass. Schematic cannons. More resources that we love to see. Quartz is always good for my pet. Starbuckle coin, awesome. Yeah, so there's not a whole lot to these. I want to say, let me use this backpack. Maybe we can step into a little bit of Ars. I'm just not 100% sure on how much we can get into. I want to say that was it for that. Got the other cannon, that's cool. The main room looks like this. Just tons of random resources. I am just going to take those metal girders. That way we can just run through everything faster. Gearboxes, of course, are heavily appreciated. I don't know. Oh, I guess that can stop me. Guess it's a solid block, which is weird. Collect all of this. Gold backpack, I'm not going to take. That I will take. The ancient debris is now mine. That stuff can stay. Netherite, gold. More andesite alloys. Oh no, that's actually blocks of zinc. Mixed in with blocks of gold and netherite. So, you know, this building's not too bad. I guess there's also andesite alloy as well, I want to say. Yep, that's what that was. So yeah, so that's kind of what I'm going to be doing and raiding for. Was it this one I looted? Yeah, it's that one, right? Yeah. These. There's another one of those awesome looking bows. I don't need that, I don't need that. Everything else I am going to take though. Actually no, that'll be fine. And take all this iron with me, along with this. So yeah, this is what I'm going to be spending my, wait, did I look at this? Yes, I did. This is what I'm going to be basically spending some time running around and doing, is just raiding all of those, because what, we got another 4 blocks. Yeah, so city and temples for the win. And yeah, we're just going to be running around the place trying to uncover more of these cool builds. I guess I'll be back when I have a lot more resources, or if I figure out what I'm going to do, if I can do what I want with Ars. Alright, so it's been a little while since my last little check-in. Everything is kind of full. We got lots and lots of different things. If we look for netherite, we have several blocks, and then ancient debris. This can go ahead and cook up over here, and we can make more ingots. So then netherite. Boom, another 14. Now, I don't even think that's enough for one. Oh, and I need 8 of them for just one of these omega upgrades. And it's 8 blocks each. Now, I was going to go ahead and make a mob farm using spawners. So we went and started collecting quite a few different kinds. Spawn delay, guessing, yeah, I don't know what any of that means. I then remembered that there's Ars in here. So let me quickly just do this real fast. So if I make one of these, and yes, my storage is once again gone. This is going to be difficult to get. Actually, I may be able to do one. Yeah, so I just need an enchanting apparatus. So sauce. That's not how you do that. Sauce surrounded by stone. No, not that kind. There we go. And then chanting apparatus, and then I'm going to need Ars. I am also going to need several. Where is it? We need one of these. Where is... I don't think it's those. I want to say it might be these. And I'm going to need like several of them. So then throw all that stuff in there. That. Oh no, I need more sauce. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a quick Oz setup. And then we're going to go into one of these things. I'll be back. Alright, so did a little bit of enchanting, so planarium. This was the hardest thing to get. I found out that this isn't the one I needed. Anyways, I've been feeding that wood, produce sauce, enchanting stuff. Now we got this, which if we... Oh, hold on. Where's my anvil? It's down here. I'm gonna just name this... Actually, I can't name it when I don't have any levels. Hold on. Why is this not... Why is this bugging out? Wait a minute, that's normal stone. Alright, I don't know what happened, but this shouldn't be like this. Anyways, I'll deal with that later. So, we don't have everything. And this 48% should be fine for now. I want chess, or I don't think I have sophisticated chess anymore. I guess I'll just substitute it for backpack. Backpack. Or, yeah, I guess I will do chess. And hoppers. I also do need building blocks. So I'm gonna just go with stone, smooth stone. Alright, so we right click and we're inside the planarium now. So what I'm going to do is I need this. I'm gonna do a couple like this. Couple like that for now. And then I'm just going to make it too high. And then spawn the Drigmies. If I can get it in there. Boom. Now what we need is more containment drawers. So if you want to leave, just mine like that and boom, it kicks you out. Alright, so now I need a containment. I guess I don't need this. I need more containment drawers for what I want to do. Let me just sleep. Alright, and then I want more containment drawers, so I need, was it sand? Yeah, okay. Let me go get more of those, and then I'm also going to trap the mobs that I want inside of it. So I'll be back. So I forgot to hit record, and I am missing a couple of containment drawers because they're holding arrows, but I can't get them out for some reason. Anyways, there's still several mobs I want in here. Maybe some zombie pigmen or something. Sheep, cows, you know, stuff like that. But for now, this is going to be generating us, I believe it's auto chunk loaded. If not, I'm gonna just let's load it right here. Boom. So I'm gonna force load it just to be safe. And I mean, yeah, so our little Drigmies are in here. And I don't know why. Is it? Not too sure why they are not getting the rest of the stuff. Yeah, there's... Because it was walking. Why is it not anymore? Do they need sauce? Yeah, sauce needed. Okay. Alright, well, I'll work on this setup to get sauce in here. And consistently so I don't have to be here. But other than that, that's going to do it for this episode. Worked on getting a new mob farm. Always awesome. Next couple of episodes, I have a lot planned. And I'm excited for that. Anyways, I shall see you in the next one.